Would you wait for my call to end it all?
I've been mixed climbing for maybe 8 years, and it's kind of a scary sport at first. I don't think you ever really reach a place where, okay, I'm the best, or I'm the most awesome. You're always learning, you're always failing, you're always trying harder.
We're in Fernie, BC, which is about an hour south of where I live in Cranbrook. When I first heard about the cave, it was a friend of mine, Andrew, who texted me a picture, and he just said, "Did I ever show this to you?" And I was like, "What?" Like, no. The fact that it's this close to my house, to have this blank canvas that could fit like a ton of roots, and the world's biggest roots, it's pretty special. Caves like this don't exist in Canada.
It's so cool to bring mixed ice, World Cup style climbing, and then put it into one route.
I'm the eyes on the ground. I can kind of give them little key betas on where a hold might need to go, or if something looks sketchy. It takes a lot of effort to clean an 80-meter overhanging route and bolt it 40 days up in the mountains, sitting at the end of a rope, drilling.
I've come to realize that the hardest of hard mixed or dry tooling routes aren't found. Those holds don't exist. Not only are you putting bolts in, but you put a bolt in, then you have to clean the choss away, then you have to put the holds in. It is exhausting. It's taken a ton of effort, like just hours and hours of bolting, and now this route is like an hour away from being finished, so I'm pretty excited about that. This thing's gonna go down for sure.
We're currently at the base of Hartley Lake Pass. In the fall, we can get up quite a ways towards the cave. You can drive quite close, the hike is super chill, and enables us to work on these routes and get used to the terrain.
The moment I saw it, I knew that it had the potential to host what could be the biggest route in the world. This is just the second half here. The chains are way up there. The first half you can't even see yet. Mind-blowing how big this cave is. Every time I come here, I'm never not surprised.
I just remember seeing the cave for the first time. It was just absolutely astonishing.
It doesn't belong on this planet. It's so big and it's so out of this world. It's scary in there. Like it is like a big mouth. It's intimidating. It feels like you're in the gut of a monster. The sheer length of this route alone is what makes this route the hardest thing I've ever seen. But then you add in the pure physicality of it, and it's beyond anything that I've ever had to put effort into.
Come meet me underneath the tree where we went. I'll stay by myself, Oh Lord, don't help me, I'm past forgiveness. Oh Lord, I'm a leaf from your tree, Oh Lord, don't help me, I'm past forgiveness. One leaf on a bloody sin tree.
When you have to perform at your ultimate level in dealing with minus 15 degrees, tons of snow, the stress of the surroundings, it certainly makes the project more involved. Get sleds loaded up, tie packs on, then you got like a 35-minute sled ride up kind of a rough road, and then you've got a 40-minute slog on snowshoes through pretty deep powder, up through avalanche paths. It's certainly a lot hairier in the wintertime.
If you want this thing to be the biggest, baddest climb out there, you have to make it sustained and hard the whole way. There is absolutely no let up.
There's no real awesome rest.
Compared to the other hardest mixed climbs, it's just like twice as long, basically. It's just so much climbing.
The number of quick draws is about 55. It takes all sorts of movements. From start to finish, it's on you. Once you get into the second half of the route, you're really far away from your belayer at that point. It seems like you're on your own now.
No one just wants me, please. I got you, man. Derek!
When you're in the middle of it, you're like, damn, like I have another 35 quick draws to climb through. I've got 40 meters to go. And all you can think about is, oh, please don't fall, or the ground's below you and your rope is running over sharp edges. And there's just a lot going on in your head. Training for me is largely based in my backyard. Over the years, I've developed my own training specific center that has tons of different spots to train specific things. Like I have a 30-foot arch. I've got a big bouldering area with big mat, campus boards, rings, like the works. I've focused a lot more on strength training, and that has developed my climbing tenfold. I feel that I'm twice as strong as I've ever been, and so going into the cave project being this strong, that's what keeps my confidence up in that I know I can do this route this year.
People that aren't as keen on ice see the draw to Drytooling because it's easier to access without that level of commitment. Drytooling is a style of climbing that includes no ice, just you and rock.
You're climbing on rock with just crampons and ice axes when there's no ice, when the things that you're using are for ice.
Having that many sharp things swinging around all at once, like when you do fall, there's a lot more coming into play. We're pioneering this new path in the sport.
To sit there on the end of a rope for like 5 hours, take, slack, and then freeze your balls off. It's terrible. So to have someone like Noah who feels the excitement of it is really important.
Maury kind of noticed that I was pretty keen into climbing and was somewhat good at it, and he kind of invited me to train with him.
It's not very often you come across somebody who has that, like, all of a sudden fire for climbing. Noah shows that. We have a pretty awesome relationship now, and so I want to keep that going. So, relax.
He really pushes you to get past the scary part, and that I think is probably the most important part in climbing.
Noah is wickedly talented. He's naturally gifted at climbing, and so that inspires me and also motivates me to try harder.
No warm-up, I guess that was fine.
It's taken so much dedication and sacrifice in training, failure after failure after failure, and then like looking at myself in the mirror and saying, it's not over yet. You have to keep that drive, you have to keep that mentality. Otherwise, you just lose sight of the goal, you know? I've had the opportunity to climb around the world, and it's allowed me to put up this route with the confidence that this is for sure in that next level.
When you find something so special, you just want to see it to the end. You become a part of it. It's once in a lifetime.
It's really cool to, you know, be in the sport for only so long and then already be helping someone create possibly the hardest route on Earth.
When you put over 200 hours into a route, you think about every foothold, every tool placement. You think about the rest. You think about how much your jaw hurts from butting your tool when matching around. It's so encompassed in your whole body, like it's hard to let go of it.
Strong, come on. Yes. Come on.
Right there, that's it. Good, buddy. Nailed it. See your next one? Good, dude. Good, good, good.
Tree,